where we are building up like microservices. One is like byflow session, and one is a byflow card. In the front end for that, we are working with like HTML, CSS, and Angular. Uh, for the coding purposes, we are working with like Java and Spring Boot. In Spring Boot, we are working with Spring MVC, and for cross-cutting concerns, we are working with Spring AOPs, and I have worked with like Spring JDBCs, uh, and I worked with JPI and Hibernate for object relational mapping, and I have worked with Jenkins and Dockers for automating the things. And we use AWS for deployment purposes in our current project. So I have worked with EC2 instances, DynamoDBs, and S3s. That's about our current project.
Okay. All right. So in cloud, what is your involvement? Like, are you engaged in deploying and maintaining websites in AWS, or
We use like cloud for like deployment. Can you speak louder because like your voice is like completely breaking down. I can barely understand you. Hello.
yeah?
Yeah. Tell me.
So, so in Hibernate,
Yes.
what is the difference between get and load methods?
Get and
Load,
normally like git and put is used for like updating for using like CRUD operations. No. Hello. Can you hear me?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like get git is used like to get the data from the databases like and the post is used for to post a data into the database. Is that what you asked? What is the difference between the git and the post?
Yeah, but I was not asking to get and load in Hibernate. Load,
Oh,
LOAD, load.
you're asking about the git and the load.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, like load is used when we are working with like lazy installation. It helps to solve like couple of database problems we occur with the databases.
Okay. What is the difference between save and persist method in Hibernate?
One is like save and the other one is
Persist,
Pacific.
yeah, PER.
No, I can't understand. I got the save part and understand the other.
What is the difference between save and persist in
Oh, okay.
Hibernate?
Like save and persist are used to insert the data. Like you can save the data using like save or update use persist based on the requirement of presenting the object into the databases.
Okay. So in Spring,
Yes.
what are the different ways you can do auto wiring?
We can do by using like pom.xml, or we can do it by like annotations. We can use @auto while that will take care of the auto wiring part for us.
Okay. What are the different types of auto hiring available?
Uh, one is like bean and one is application context. We mostly work with the application context.
Okay. What is a dispatcher servlet?
Dispatcher servlet is used to send the request from the front end part to the business logic, and it is used to give the response back to the browser.
Okay. What are the various scopes of Hibernate entity of Spring Boot entity beans?
One is singleton, one is prototype, and one is like global. One is HTTP request, and one is session. Global is like combination of request and session.
Okay. What is a prototype scope means?
Prototype is used for the like it's used for the application. Singleton means like it's only for the one instance of object can only be created. Uh, so one instance is used for every request it has been requested, and whereas prototype every request a different instance of object is being created. In HTTP, the object is created by the for every HTTP request and for in session method, and every object instance is created for every session the user uses. And whereas global, it is a combination of HTTP and session, so it can be used for both. Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought the connection was lost. Yeah.
All right. So let's assume that you have a class A, which is a serializable class. Okay.
Okay.
And there is a property B inside the class.
Okay.
The requirement is you have to define B such a way that when you serialize class A, the property B is not serialized. I get to it.
We can define the property. You're asking about the property of an object. If an object is in a different class and you want to use like serialize, we can use like abstractor interfaces. If it's like in using an design patterns, we can do it by using like singletons. We can use like singleton design patterns to get this feature. We can set the property in a method where it is defined as a private, so we can uh, get that using like object. We have to create an object for the method in the different class if you want to call it.
Okay. Right. What is the difference between interface and abstract class?
In abstract class, if a single method of a class is defined as an abstract, then it's an abstract class, and in interface, all the methods inside it are like abstract methods, and interfaces uses like uh, sorry, interfaces are like public and static.
Okay. is the difference between final and static variable?
Okay. Final is like once an object instance has been like given to the final, then it cannot be used to change. So no, normally the finals are used as a constant. If you know, uh, as an example, you can take it as a pi. For the pi, the value is like 3.14, so it cannot be changed. So you can define it as a final variable. So like all these are like access modifiers. For classes, we use like our access modifier, whereas like uh, for static and non-static, for non-static, we have to use like objects instances. Like we have to use a new keyword uh, to call the method, or if you want to call a data type if it's defined as a non-static.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Sai, for your time.
Okay.
I will give my feedback, and some of the feedback I will get back to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Hello, Sai.
Yes.
I hope you had a great time with our manager.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
So
all the best, Sai.
okay. The feedback you'll get after like couple of minutes or tomorrow, or like you're going to submit
It
soon.
takes time. It will go to the client. Okay.
Oh,
It takes much time.
oh, it takes time. Okay, sure.
Okay. Okay. Have a nice day.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.